Hey guys, it's Donnie with the Haunt Scoop, and today I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite haunted houses in Chicago, Illinois. So let's do this. If you guys do enjoy, click the like button down below, and let's get started. Number 5 on the list is going to be Six Flags Fright Fest, because seriously, in my opinion, it went from this last year to boop this year. So it really went down this year. It was completely horrible. I gotta say, I don't want to be mean, it was just horrible. Like, worst haunted house in Chicago. Absolutely worst, horrible, bad. The number one reason why it sucked so badly was because of the amount of people that let in. There was 100,000 people, no joke. On the picture, there was more than 100,000 pictures there. So it's like, alright, so we got on literally one ride there. I'm not going to go on a rant about like roller coasters, but one ride in 10 hours, are you joking me? And it was a teapot ride, so are you kidding me? Like, but in all honesty, the haunted houses really weren't bad. Like the first two, I went to Fear and Abyss. Those two were awesome. Great haunted houses. The rest, no. So yeah, 2 of them were good. The other 5 were just completely horrible. Blah, blah, blah. Same old, same old. And let's talk about Necropolis. You know, Necropolis, the free haunted house thing they used to do every single year. We're like, money. What could we do to get more money? Oh, I know. Let's get rid of Necropolis. So you pay lots of money to get in there, and there's nothing free anymore. Yeah, look at that. There's picture taking and people walking around. Well, what about the haunted houses? Necropolis used to be super fun. You know, you get to walk in there, actors everywhere. It was super fun. They got rid of that, and they put another haunted house there, which I gotta say, Gates of Hell was okay, or I think that's what it was called, Gates of Hell. Don't remember, but it was alright, you know, it was okay. I wouldn't suggest coming here because of the amount of people, and just the amount just what they did to it. So, you know, it's not scary anymore. They basically added way less actors. They made it more of like an entertainment show, like all of the arts, like picture this, like take a picture here. It's not any more of like the scares anymore. You know how they had like, I don't know if you went there, but they had like chainsaws and stuff. No more of that. It's now take a picture with our actors or get scared for 5 minutes going through this haunted house. They didn't even have one chainsaw walking. Like, they had chainsaws walking around. I know I'm getting in a rant here, but it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Do not go there. It was horrible. Hopefully next year it will go back up and raise the standards, because for me, this is a do not visit on my list. It made it on the list because I went there, and you know, in some parts it was alright. You know, it wasn't completely like the worst thing I've ever done, but there were still actors walking around. Some cool stuff happened, so I gotta say it was alright. I'm gonna give them a 2 out of 10. Because of the parade that they did, it was pretty cool. So I'm going to give them 2 out of 10, because nothing else was great. 2 good haunted houses. Actually, 3 out of 10. Sorry. 3 out of 10 I'm going to give them, because there was 2 good haunted houses, and just the opening was awesome. So, there you go. 2 out of 10. Horrible haunted house. Don't go. Alright, guys. Number 4 on my list is going to have to be Rob Zombie's Great American Nightmare. Now, last year, again, like, I don't know what's going on with haunted houses. They went from this last year to, boom, all the way to the ground. Like, they've been horrible. Not horrible, but they've just been going down. I don't know if it's because, like, production keeps going off, but it's just going down. Like, come on, bring it up. You know, I wouldn't even call the Rob Zombie Great American Nightmare a haunted house, actually. I'd probably call it a comedian's home. The reason I call it that is the first haunted house, you have to put like a bag, not a bag, but like a you know, like a black shopping bag over your head so you can't see it. And there's actors like grabbing you, and it's like, blah, 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 and you can't see them, and you have to walk. It's pretty, you know, it was pretty good actually. I thought that was a pretty good idea, but tripped with people's vision and stuff like that. But besides that, the rest of the haunted house was completely weird. Like, just weird. The clown room, which was really weird last year, but funny. You have to put 3D glasses on, and you go through. This one part, which was the most awkward, had a guy, no shirt. It's like, pretty. He's a bigger guy, and yeah, you know. And he was just like, yay, without a shirt, and you know, he was bouncing, and it was just weird time, just weird, really weird. But then again, there were some good scares. Like at the end, it had free candy, and you're like, free candy. That must be a bunch of nonsense. So let's go through the free candy door, right? Yeah, free candy. No, there's like a chainsaw guy chasing you at the end. But anyway, I want to get to my favorite part about this, and like the amount of effort they did put in this year, though, like it was pretty good. My only thing is, it could have been so much better. Like they did put a lot of effort into it, but it's like, instead of the black thing or the black maze where you couldn't even see when you had that on, how about you get rid of that and you put even more effort into it and put even a more cooler haunted house? Because They had that last year, but then you had to put a bag this year, and it was just weird. You couldn't even see. So it's like, we're going to spend, a week making this room, and there's nothing that goes into it. We can't even see it. So it's nonsense. Nonsense. One thing that did happen, which of course it was not on purpose, there was this one guy where it was spark in the cage, sparks flying everywhere and stuff like that, and this one guy had an axe and banging the thing. Well, he accidentally banged me in the nose. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my nose has been hurting right there. And yeah, that was not cool. But there were some really cool animatronics, huge ones, and like a guy controlling it, and it was really funny. And yeah, I would suggest it, just to check it out. I give it a 5 out of 10 because, yeah, it was pretty cool. But at the same time, it was kind of stupid. Like, it was $40 for the VIP passes, which we got, and it was just kind of stupid. Again, it was like all the photography and all that kind of stuff, and just, it wasn't really meant to be a haunted house. I got scared maybe twice throughout the whole hour. So I wouldn't really call it a haunted house, but I'd call it something you should check out because it was kind of funny, and yeah, it was okay. All right. Number 3 on my list has to be Disturbia at MB Financial Park, I think it's called. I don't have a shirt for them because they didn't sell shirts, but dang it, I wanted a shirt because this video would be so cool with every shirt. But I got the next one, so yeah. So this one was pretty awesome. Like, I gotta say, this one, if it wasn't for the next 2, which were completely outstanding, this would probably be 2 or 1. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. Basically, of course, it's a spoiler video, but when you get in there, there's people in line and stuff like that. And, it's an average haunted house, which is actually kind of cool in a sense because it's in a parking garage. And yeah, it was awesome. So when I got in there, you have to walk through a hallway and you have to sit down in these chairs. And like, because I saw something behind me, and then I was like, I ain't sitting down here. What you talking about? I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Oh, no. But of course she said, sit down. She started yelling. So I'm like, okay. And she strapped us in. I'm like, this cannot be good. Is this like a roller coaster or something? Because I ain't riding no roller coasters. And I turned around to see the girl just to see what she was doing because I thought she was going to pop out and scare me. But I was completely wrong. That's not what she did. Then the girl started yelling at me again, turn around. So of course I had to turn around, and then all of a sudden she did this like thing where she welcomed us mortals into her house, and then all of a sudden we started flying back. Like the chair started going boom, and we started it was like a roller coaster, and then we spun around to the other side, and she started yelling at us, get out of my car, blah 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 blah. We had to get out as fast as we can, and then we went to this other room where the lady said, who will be my dolly? Who'll be my dolly? And of course she picked me because I was the youngest. So I had to go into the front of the line for the first half of the haunted house, which was completely terrifying because I'm just a kid and it was scary, but it was good. Like, I'm glad that happened because it was funny. It was good. So there are different things, of course. There was this one where he had, I think he had a blower or something, and he blew us, and yeah, it was all right. The rooms were okay. Lots of black hallways, which is why it didn't get up to the number 2 or 1. But besides that, there were pretty good scares in some rooms. Like, there's this one where the room was completely full of fog and random guys would come out and go blah, that kind of stuff. So it was pretty good. But, yeah, not good enough to make it on 2 or 1. But there is one thing I gotta say. It would have totally been better. Every good haunted house has a chainsaw these days. Even I have a chainsaw. Yeah! That was completely besides the point. But anyway, they had a fake chainsaw just like this one. Not even a real one. It's like, and it made this kind of noise. It made that noise. It's like, yeah, okay, I didn't even run. Usually chainsaws, you're running for your life because you're scared. They're going to cut your head off. This one's not. It was just no. Just no. So overall, I'd rate this one probably 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's what I'd say. 8 out of 10. It was pretty good, but all those black hallways and stuff, just get rid of them. Put something else there. Why not? Anyway, on to number 2. Coming in at number 2 is going to have to be the 13th floor haunted house because it was seriously, awesome. This one, I think, is actually almost a tie with the first haunted house, but basically what made this one so cool is, all the different sets they have, all the detail they put in. It was just awesome. Basically, in this one room, you're literally walking sideways, and once in one of those spinning tunnels, they actually built the floor to be sideways, and then a guy pops out of nowhere, and you, almost fall to the side, but you don't because there's a railing there, and it's just a great scare. Of course, there's also really awesome animatronics, and the front of the house when you walk in, there's like a huge TV screen, and it's just awesome. They put so much time and effort into it, which is great. Another cool thing is like all the actors there, like they're so nice, and they're pretty good at doing their job. Like one guy, skates across the floor, or the one guy has the chainsaw, of course, but he was a little late. He was about 20 seconds too late. We were already out into the next haunted house when the guy came out, but it happens. Lots of jump scares, like lots of those, little wall things that pop down and they pop out, which of course makes the haunted house, because without those, you just have a regular book haunted house, which I'm actually kind of, like, it's just cool, like all the new things they're adding to haunted houses, like the sideways and, just all the new jump scares and stuff like that. So it was really cool. I also really liked that it wasn't one of those black walls haunted houses where, you walk and then there's a hallway that lasts literally 40 feet and that's just black. Nothing, no actors, nothing. They did not have that at all. And it was very lit up, which I like, because I don't like when the haunted house gets pitch black. Because, alright, so you put effort into the room, but you can't see it. So what's the point of that, It's no point. So yeah, they overall put a ton of effort. So you should go check them out if they're not closed yet, because I don't know when I'm uploading this video, but this is definitely one of the best haunted houses that you should definitely check out, because it deserves to be up there in the best haunted houses. Probably in, not the US, but pretty good. It was a good haunted house, so go check that one out, and it's definitely worth the $25, whatever it is. And yeah, you're gonna get scared no matter what happens. There's definitely gonna be something to get you scared there. And finally, number 1 goes to the best haunted house in Illinois for 5 years now, Statesville Haunted Prison. What was that? That was some dance. But yeah, this haunted house was super awesome. This year, they stepped it up a lot. Which is crazy how it's still number 1, even though they had another haunted house. One haunted house fell into Lake Michigan or whatever it is, and they still managed to get this one out, and they managed to almost get another haunted house, Hell's Gate, out, which is pretty awesome. So props to them. Definitely great haunted house. What makes this one so great, though, is all the actors. They're so friendly. They always give me the behind the scenes tour, and they're good at doing their job. Too good, basically. The opening room is one of my favorites, because when you go in there, you see the warden or whatever his name is up there, and yeah, you can just hear it, and then the ground shakes, and all these things fall on you. It's just awesome. It was great. Another really cool part was there's new cell blocks now, so you have to carry all these prisoner outfits, and then you walk in, and there was this guy on the bed. I'm like, you don't scare me. And then he moves over, and the whole bed goes by the exit, so you can't even leave. And it was awesome. He made me put my hood on, which is funny, so I couldn't see, but shh, I took it off. And another reason it was so cool is not just because of the inside and because of the outside. The outside is outstanding. There's actors walking around everywhere. There's this different thing. There's a guy with a machine gun up there. It was just awesome. It's like a show outside of the show inside. It was awesome. And now let's talk about their second haunted house. So their second haunted house, I got somehow paired alone. So I was walking with my partner, and we were alone in the City of the Dead. And it was super cool, because they were all focusing on us. And there were some great animatronics. There were huge ones, and there was a dragon, I think. Yeah, I think there was a dragon, and it popped out at you. And it was awesome. So, yeah. And, of course, they all have those really weird noises that somehow freak you out. And then, there's the mirrors and the clowns. Oh, God, the clowns. So I would definitely check this one out. I think it closes November 2nd. So if you still have time, check it out. It's seriously awesome. It's worth the money. And you'll be there probably for about 45 minutes up to an hour. And that's just going through the haunted house. They section it off, too, really good. So you're not going to be because some haunted houses, Six Flags, they make you go with a group of 20 people. And it's you're not scaring me because there's people behind me and in front of me. That, it's not scary. But this one has different sections where they say, all right, you're going to stop here, and then they're going to wait 2 minutes, and then you go. So it's all separated, and that's what's really cool about it. So definitely try to check out all of these except the first one, because the first one's just not worth it. You're going to pay $400 to see one haunted house, maybe and ride 2 rides at the most in 8 hours. So just don't even bother. But anyway, tell me your favorite haunted house of 2014 in Chicago down in the comments, because I want to see yours. So we're of course not going to agree on everything. There's going to be some other things that you're going to say, no, I think the Massacre was number 1. I didn't get to go to the Massacre, so I don't know. Maybe next year it'll be number 1 or something else. So anyway, yeah, tell me in the comments. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye.